Hey, I'm back. Welcome. This is day 65, and I've got a lot of stuff to cover, and I hope everything doesn't crash because of the amount of stuff I have to cover. There's a lot of news that's been happening since last week. Last week I was off quite unexpectedly. It was spontaneous. We decided to take a road trip to New York because why not? Anyways, visited a lot of family for the whole week. It was pretty nice. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that stuff. Hey, Bradley. Bradley's the first one on already. That's crazy. Anyways, so we got a lot of stuff to cover, like I said, a lot of news, and it's all unorganized, so I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, let's start off with the most important stuff, of course, is the price of Bitcoin. We made it. We're above 63, or we're above the 60,000 mark. Yes, Bradley, I did not bring my computer with me, so I could not stream, okay? But I'm back now. We're continuing our streams as normal. And look at that, $804 just from DCAing. Yeah, like I said, once we do break 60,000, all this stuff would be in green. My main account is a lot better. I'm up so much. I'm very happy. And yeah, I mean, it just goes to show DCA kind of works. But like I said, I'm not going to sell these until they reach 70,000. We're expecting this to happen by October. Uptober is what they call it because they're expecting all the stocks to go up and everything. But I really don't know if we'll be able to maintain this uptrend, honestly, historically speaking, because September is a bad month. But we did start September off in 57,000 approximately. Yeah, like right over here. 58,000 mark. So maybe this time is different. Like it will be green. That would be nice if we end September in green. I did kind of predict that at the beginning, right? Is that like we're just so low at that point that September might end up green, like a little bit green, which we kind of are at the moment. So yeah, cool. 63,000, not too bad either way. I'm not going to DCA any more money in there. I promised myself not to do that because this is supposed to be a trading account. We're supposed to be doing some trading in this. So anyways, we did bounce off 64,700. We cannot reach the 65,000 levels, so we're going to be kind of stuck in this range, 63, 64,000, until we either break the uptrend and start heading downwards, which I kind of hope happens just so I can load up a bit more before we actually take off. Or, might as well just take off with the little bit that I've put in, which I kind of hope does not happen. I'm hoping at least one more dip, like something crazy, like a nuclear bomb or something. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, don't want that to happen. But yeah, there's that expectation. I mean, the possibility of this dropping still would be fine. I just want one last dip over here. I wish I would have loaded up over here, this kind of area. But anyways, we'll see. So, let's get on with the news. Like I said, it's all very unorganized, so just bear with me. We're going to talk about random stuff at random points, but I try to organize it as much as I could. So, Elon Musk, sorry, not Elon Musk, well, kind of. Thierry Breton, so this is the European Union's anti-free speech enforcer, has resigned in disgrace after his outrageous threats against Elon Musk's Twitter backfired spectacularly. So, if you guys recall, I did share this news maybe a month ago now. He was trying to also take down Twitter back when Brazil managed to take it down and was sending letters to Elon Musk saying, hey, if you don't censor your Twitter platform, we're going to ban it. So Elon Musk, of course, is happy at the fact that this guy has finally resigned. This is the mastermind behind all this. So he says bon voyage. And see, he actually replied to this too, seeming to... Looks like he's on Elon Musk's side now because he says, Merci, any tickets left for Mars? I have a few ideas to regulate over there. Looks like he wants to go to Mars now. He wants to be Elon's friend or something like that, right? So there's a bit of that funny news there. Elon Musk also, he's been traveling around the world. I'm pretty sure like everybody, it seems like, has been on vacation or just traveling just last week, at least based off of what I have seen. So Elon Musk has visited Nayib Bukele from El Salvador, the president there. Had a nice chat about who knows what. I didn't look into this at all. I just know that they saw each other there, so that's cool. And he also visited Javier Milei. He saw him in Argentina, and they also went to New York today. And I already came back from New York, so I didn't get to see none of these people. Donald Trump also held a rally in New York, like on Long Island. I was passing by there and I I couldn't go. I didn't know how to access it or anything or what the requirements were. And also at the time we already had compromises to visit family, so couldn't visit Donald Trump there. It would have been nice though to see that rally. Apparently a lot of wild stuff happened. So, anyways, next, what else do I have? Oh yeah, okay, talking about Twitter. I guess we're talking about Twitter news right now. They're removing the block feature. So, if you block an account on Twitter, they won't just get the you're blocked screen. They will now be able to still see your tweets, but they just can't interact with you, kind of thing. I don't know why they would do that. It seems odd to me, but sure, whatever. Do whatever. It's your platform. Although I disagree with this also, it's like removing dislike buttons. But I don't know if they will actually follow through with this. Pretty sure they also mentioned, like, weren't they going to add, like, a dislike button somewhere here? But it seems like they did not do that yet either. So we're still waiting on that. Like I said, there might be another broken promises that these guys make. What else do we have? Yes, Telegram CEO Pavel Durov, still in France, still arrested, whatever, under police custody. I don't know what he's doing anymore. He was released from police custody. He's just not allowed to leave the country until he complies with their terms, and it seems like he is caving in. Telegram will now share users' IP addresses and phone numbers to the governments when legally required. Fair enough, I guess. Like, if you're doing illegal activities on Telegram, yeah, you deserve to be arrested, and that's the way to facilitate that process, because before everything was encrypted, governments could not see who was on the other end of that encryption. And, you know, this was this whole argument against, you know, free speech and privacy policies, whatever it is. So looks like, yeah, he's giving that up, at least for Telegram. Surely that makes a change in Toncoin. I have not looked at Telegram's crypto coin that we have here. If I look up Toncoin, let me type here. No, it's not even moving. 0.60% down. It's been flat. Okay, so it seems like the news didn't have too much impact. I've already gotten rid of my positions in Toncoin, at least on my main account for now, because it's still uncertain. I don't know if, you know, we'll continue to go up or down from here. And if we do go up, the potential is not that high unless the bull run happens and everything continues going higher, making newer highs. Yeah, free Telegram CEO, I know, right? But anyways, I'm pretty sure, like, they'll let him go after this, after he makes this change. He did already release a couple letters saying that he would be making some changes, so it seems like this is the big change. User IPs and phone numbers will be accessible to the government, so watch your back if you're using Telegram. Here we have, okay, talking about Russia now, because Pavel is also from Russia. Anyways, Meta bans the Russian state media networks from Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. So you can't use that stuff in Russia anymore, I guess. Well, media state networks is what it's saying, so make of that what you will. What else do we have for Russia? They are also warning that if the European Union, I don't know why it calls it European, isn't it just NATO? If they allow Ukraine to strike Russian territory with Western supplied weapons, it will lead to nuclear war, is what he said. And if you recall, last week I did share some news that even Justin Trudeau and the Prime Minister of England, they gave the green light for Ukraine to use NATO, you know, missiles, whatever, to attack the Russians. So they're basically attacking Russia through Ukraine, if that makes sense. And Putin is warning against this, saying, hey, if you do this, we're using the nukes, we're bringing them out. So, cool. Possible World War III. I mean, it seems like old news at this point. It's always looming, that kind of news that, oh, everything might just explode. And, you know, this is why I think we need Trump in office to prevent the wars, because that's what he said he would do. Kamala, on the other hand, wants one place to win, wants, like, I guess, like, everybody to win, kind of, but it's not going to work like that. And under her administration and Joe Biden, we're in the middle of these wars. So I don't know. Like I say, always make of that what you will. Yeah, get Trudeau out of here. I do have some more stuff actually for Canadian politics. We'll touch on that soon. It's somewhere amongst the mass of all these tabs that I have open. Well, speaking of Ukraine as well, we've officially reached 1 million casualties in Ukraine war so far. Congratulations. Is that what you guys wanted? This is also interesting as well, is there's been a lot of explosions of Hezbollah pagers, causing mass casualties as well. So Hezbollah terrorists in Lebanon, they use these pagers, these little walkie-talkie thingies. They were supplied by, I don't know who, but apparently Israel hacked into them. This is what they're saying, at least the rumors were. This is last week too, so it's all old news. But they hacked into that and made them explode. They made them self-destruct, causing like huge like damage to, you know, you would wear that on your like pocket kind of area, your waist, and it would just explode that. And some people died, mainly terrorists, and it all happened simultaneously. Like everybody would just suddenly combust, right? So, I mean, I don't know. They're saying it was a pretty precise attack if that is actually, if that turns out to be true, if Israel did indeed hack that, so that only terrorists were damaged and no civilians, if that makes sense. Interesting stuff, but other people are saying no, those pagers were rigged from the beginning. They were set to detonate at that time. I don't know. There's still no confirmation on that, at least none that I have found. So there you have that. A lot of explosions still happening, and it seems like they're already retaliating because I just saw in the news as well that Hezbollah is already sending missiles to Israel. Iron Dome is already defending against that. I don't know. And Russia also saying, you know, there's a very high chance Israel and Lebanon will escalate into a full-scale war. So, you know, it just doesn't stop in the Middle East over there. Due to that, actually, there's the price of gold and oil that has been going up. Oil is making a bit of a recovery, the price of crude oil. This always happens in times of war, especially in the Middle East. And gold is just breaking all-time highs today. I could pull up the chart if I can find it, I guess. Let's see, gold. This is the 15-minute chart. This is from today. We did break a new all-time high at like 10:30. And why am I in the 15-minute chart anyway? So, well, yeah, you can see, right? Gold is just making new all-time high levels, and oil was also making a recovery since the beginning of last week, seems like. So, yeah, there you have that. Get out. Next news, we have still Russia. Bitcoin mining will become legal in Russia on November 1st, which is bullish. We got a lot of bullish stuff coming up in the month of October. Still some stuff to cover, so let's get to that. Okay, now we're talking about Kamala Harris. So she had a teleprompter during her interview with Oprah. Apparently, she had an interview with Oprah last week, which seemed a bit weird. I mean, all of her interviews, there's always something to criticize that people find. Like, oh, the couples that speak in this interview, or the fact that Oprah used to be very close with Trump, and now she's just going with Kamala. It seems like all these big celebrities are getting paid off to endorse Kamala, whatever. Even, what's her name? This girl, Billie Eilish, also is voting for Harris Walls. The choice is clear, and she also leaves the link. She kind of pulled off what Taylor Swift did, saying, I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Here's the link. Do your own research, but here's the link if you're going to be voting. Which, I don't know. I don't know why you do that. Maybe she loses followers from this same way Taylor Swift does. But the main response to this, at least what I've seen from people, is, oh my god, who cares, right? Kamala Harris finally also breaks her silence on the subject of crypto. She mentioned just this phrase: we will encourage innovative technologies like AI and digital assets. And that's all she said about it. Do you trust her? Yes or no? I don't think I trust that, honestly. Like, that's just one word. One phrase, sorry. On the other hand, like Trump always talking about crypto, going to crypto conferences, right? Pretty much mentioning crypto at most of his rallies, which I do have more stuff about that soon. I mean, also, like, if Kamala is endorsing crypto, then, I mean, her tax policy kind of says otherwise, right? She mentioned that she will change the capital gains tax to 44%. This means if you make, say, $200,000 in the stock market, you got to keep 112,000, only that, and you pay the other $88,000 to Kamala government so she can give it to, illegal immigrants, Ukraine, etc. And if you, of course, if you lose your $200,000, then you lose it all, right? So, uh, high risk, low reward, I guess. There. Here's other news that we have. Kamala Harris has confirmed that CNN has offered an invitation for another presidential debate on October 23rd. Kamala Harris confirmed that she can do that. Of course, it's because it's with CNN, possibly rigged, as it could have been as well with ABC News. Trump, I think he already mentioned, well, that he will not be doing it, because he also gave some remarks about that. Here's like stuff on the previous debate. This is all unorganized, I'm sorry, but the previous debate, she barely got fact checked, and Trump got fact checked on everything. It was clearly like one-sided, right? A 3v1 is what Trump called it. So she also did lie about the US forces not being in active combat zones, which this is an actual video of like military soldiers watching that in real time and saying like, well, then what are we doing here, right? If we're not in active combat zones. We also had that whistleblower releasing the affidavit revealing that ABC News worked with Kamala Harris to cheat in the debate. Yeah, the whole affidavit was already released. I don't know the legitimacy of it or not, but I mean, I'd be willing to believe that, because it honestly does seem that way. Anyways, here's what Donald Trump said about the debate, is that he will not be doing another one in October on CNN, and he's saying that this is because Kamala is losing badly. The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started. She's had her chance to do it with Fox, but now she wants to do a debate right before the election because she's losing badly. That's what his reasoning is, for him declining the debate, saying, we're clearly winning. She's just doing this because she's losing, and she's desperate for votes. So that's what it seems like it is. And especially with CNN, they can try to make Trump look bad once again if they are also going to be one-sided, as ABC was. The debate on ABC. Here's another Truth Social post that I don't even know if this is real. Apparently, here's the source of it. He says, wow, just out. The FBI caught Iran spying on his campaign and giving all of the information to the Kamala Harris campaign. Therefore, she and her campaign were illegally spying on Trump. To be known as the Iran case. Will Kamala resign in disgrace from politics? Will the communist left pick a new candidate to replace her? That's what he's saying. Obviously, just trying to attack Kamala. I mean, like, if that is actually true, then they also lied about the Russia thing, because they were also saying that, oh, Russia is spying on the Democrats to give information on Trump or something like that. But clearly, Iran is somehow attacking Trump. It seems like North Korea was as well, and Russia obviously jokingly endorses Kamala as well. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Speaking of Trump, he had another assassination attempt, the second assassination attempt. Why would I not talk about that? I don't have any footage about it. I was too lazy to find it, and I cannot hold a lot of tabs open. But Ryan Ruth is a 58-year-old Ukrainian guy who had an AK, had his backpacks, was hiding in a bush where Trump was golfing. That he decided to go golfing last minute, by the way. So how did he know that he would be golfing, and why did he wait 12 hours there? Anyways, his AK was poking out of the bushes, unregistered AK gun, by the way, and Secret Service saw that, started shooting at him. The guy runs away, flees, goes into a stolen vehicle, and he gets caught later on, turns himself, lets himself get arrested or whatever, and yeah, he's in police custody at the moment. Once his name gets released, Twitter bans this guy's account. Facebook bans this guy's account in real time as well. You already see that the account he has on Meta just disappearing right there in real time as soon as his name was released, which is pretty funny. Here's gets into conspiracy theory territory. This, you see that right there? He appeared in a propaganda video. They're saying that it was, it has to do with BlackRock, which that's twice now, 2-0, that one of the Trump assassins appears in a BlackRock video, right? We had that with Thomas Crooks and this guy Ryan Ruth, two separate occasions. And there's also, BlackRock signing the largest deal in Ukraine to essentially own the country's market. And the shooter today was in a Ukraine war ad. And the shooter in July was in another BlackRock commercial. Coincidence? Possibly not. That's what they're saying. Speaking of BlackRock, they are likely to acquire 10% of Bitcoin supply by the end of 2025, which is scary. This is starting to, make us think, is BlackRock actually our savior or our enemy, right? Think about it. 10% of the Bitcoin supply. If we have, what's the maximum Bitcoins? 21 million. 10% of that, of course, is 2 million Bitcoins. Remember that Satoshi Nakamoto has 1 million Bitcoins. Did I say billion? I meant million. So yeah, BlackRock having 2 million Bitcoin, that is a lot. They're going to control a lot of the market, so it's probably not good that they're accumulating. At least lately they haven't been accumulating as much. I saw in the flow chart, which I don't have open right now, but yeah, BlackRock possibly enemy, so keep that in mind. Anyways, this is also sparking up a lot of, questioning about the agencies that we have or the Secret Service that's protecting Trump. Here's the stuff that the shooter used, right? Some device here, the backpacks, the AK-47. They're saying now that there's a mole in the Secret Service, so somebody is giving out information. Like, they're working together to actually, like, behind the scenes to kill Trump, so, something like that. That's what they're concluding, at least over here from this interview. And here's also a letter from the would-be Trump assassin saying, "This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I failed you. I tried my best, and I gave it all the gumption I could muster. It is up to you now to finish the job, and I will offer $150,000 to whomever can complete the job," says the court docs. That's pretty weird for him to put. So there might even be another assassination attempt, a third one on Donald Trump, which it's getting freaky. We're getting closer to the elections, and yeah. All right. So that's all we have for this. Clearly, this is what politics has become. It's either, Trump putting America first, or Harris is, stopping Trump at all costs. That's up to you for who you get to vote. Because honestly, that's what it seems like. I don't see too much sense in Kamala Harris's policies, and it's all just trying to make Trump look bad. It seems like that's her main way of attacking. Speaking of the Trump assassination attempt, Florida will be taking over because the FBI is clearly incompetent and biased, is what he thinks. Interesting to say that. And finally, to end it off, Trump will be returning to Butler, Pennsylvania for a rally on October 5th. And that's the site of the attempted attack on his life back in July, if you remember. And it's going to be 1 month exactly before the election day on November 5th, right? November 5th is election day, and he's going to that rally October 5th to continue. He famously says, as I was saying, the immigrants, and take a look at this chart, and he's just going to continue from there. That's what he's joking about all the time. But I don't know, it's scary. If he goes back there, and we know that there could be a possible third assassination attempt, I honestly wouldn't do it, but he's brave enough to, go back there, so good on him, I guess. So we also did get some interesting stuff here with the base points cut. Oh yeah, I forgot. So the FOMC meeting happened on Wednesday. I was not there to cover that, but we got a 50 BPS rate cut, not yesterday, Wednesday. And that's what mainly sparked the whole price of Bitcoin to rally upwards ever since Wednesday, right? Wednesday was, which day was that? 18th. September 17. Okay, so we did break 60,000 briefly over here, but then we dipped back down to 50 in the 59,000s. Once we got the rate cut, everything started shooting up, and it's good for everyone. Bitcoin is dropping right now, 62,800. That's okay, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm hope if we do drop, we'll go over here to 61,000 approximately, and then we'll be higher unless we break the uptrend. Then we'll be lower. Then I'll be happy to buy a lot more, as much as I can before we actually take off, because I know we'll be taking off soon. Anyways, Trump commented on the rate cut, and he said it shows that the economy is very bad. That cut by that much, whatever. He's saying, because of all the bad economic data, they had to do a 50 BPS rate cut, and that's bad for the economy, just further proving his point that Biden-Harris, Bidenomics, whatever, is not working, is basically what he's trying to say. And this happened in New York. I was there at that time, and whatever. I didn't go to the bar. I don't go to bars. But he also paid at that bar with Bitcoin. This is the first transaction we've seen Donald Trump use Bitcoin for a real life transaction, which is huge. He also had the rally there in New York that I said I couldn't attend. I was visiting my family. So cool. I would have liked to attend, right? Get some footage of that. It would be pretty awesome. But no, didn't turn out that way. Anyways, good for him using Bitcoin finally. Another reason why Trump would also be good for the economy is he also announced that as president, he will implement a temporary 10% cap on credit card interest rates, because he doesn't want them to put it at 25% or 30%, because obviously credit card interest rates are very high. Under the Kamala Biden administration, simple plan will alleviate a lot of pressure from hundreds of millions of Americans. That's pretty good. And I don't know if I covered this last week, because I couldn't find the news here, but he also did mention, I remember reading this while I was in the United States. I was at a Walmart. He said that he would do no tax on overtime. I think I might have already shared that news. No taxes on overtime. If you work overtime more than like 60 hours a week or something like that, you're not going to get taxed on that, which is huge. Would incentivize people to go back to work. Yeah, I think I did cover that. Never mind. But anyways, okay. Moving on from politics, let's talk about BingX. BingX is this thing that I actually use, and kind of gave me a panic attack while I was over there at the United States, because I couldn't access anything in the United States. It's a restricted region. And there was mass confusion happening one day, September 19, which was a Thursday. Yep. As there were users reporting that BingX has been drained as much as $20 million amid a quote-unquote wallet maintenance, right? And there was more information on Etherscan. That's where people keep track of everything. They were seeing that the hot wallets were, the hot wallets from BingX were being drained, right? All the money was leaving, being converted to Ethereum, and just disappearing. So people suspected, of course, okay, they're being hacked. Their assets worth about 20 million US dollars have flowed into the hacker's address. The hackers sold various altcoin assets on the chain and transferred some assets to other addresses. So BingX issued an announcement stating that the wallet system is undergoing a temporary maintenance. This is what they announced over here, temporary wallet maintenance. The next update that I got, this made me breathe a little better. Well, not really, but the chief production officer, so Vivienne Lin, has confirmed the exchange was hacked. She said that there had been minor asset losses, but the amount is small and is still being calculated, and they suspended withdrawals due to that, so they can strengthen wallet services and do an emergency inspection, is what she said. Here is more information about what she said as well. It was about 4 a.m. At the 20th of September, Singapore time, the technical team detected abnormal network access. They did a scheduled maintenance. They said it was a scheduled maintenance, and they stopped withdrawals and deposits for like a day, 24 hours, until it's finally reopened. By now, everything is fine again. So I was lucky enough to not be a whale and have my account drained, but either way, they did mention, of course, there will be compensation for affected users. So good that they managed to resolve it very fast. I'm very proud of that. They also hosted a spaces that I partook in as well on Twitter, where they just went over the situation, appreciated everybody's patience, and said that they would obviously work to strengthen this so this doesn't happen again in the future. Good on them. They've had a great reputation, of course. They have never been hacked in the past until this incident. But now it seems like it's all under control. Back to normal again. Hopefully this doesn't happen again in the future. Anyways, that's pretty much all we have against... that's all we have for Bing X. Here's Canadian politics, just one little bit of news. Jagmeet Singh announced that he will now vote against the non-confidence motion. Sellout Singh will keep Trudeau in power to secure his pension. Trudeau stays in power. Singh gets his pension. Canadians pay the price. It was all stunned by the NDP when he mentioned that he was no longer supporting Trudeau. Well, now he realized, I need that pension. So he's going to stay there. He's not going to call for an election and keep things the way they are. So, he's being called out for it by Pierre Poilievre and other Canadians as well. And he's trying to act up like, come at me, bro. Or like, what do you say? You're calling me a coward, bro? Or like, who said that? You want to fight? You want to go? Whatever, right? He's trying to act tough now suddenly. Weird guy. Anyway, here's just some other statistics and facts and cool stuff to look at. U.S. president's net worth before and after office. You'll notice that everybody starts off with as a millionaire and becomes a multi-millionaire, something like that. But Donald Trump actually lost billions of dollars during his presidency. So, maybe it was to help the country, right? Anyways, just food for thought. This is also great news. In 2 weeks, FTX will be distributing $16 billion to its creditors, which is in Q4 of 2024. That's in October, right? They will be refunding everybody that got hacked on FTX. If you don't know about FTX, it was an exchange that got hacked, just like Bing X, for example, but it was a much larger scale thing because Bing X has a lovely Asian lady, Vivienne, who, managed to resolve everything quickly. But FTX had Sam Bankman-Fried, this guy he was the bad guy in this case. It didn't get hacked, sorry. He just stole everybody's money, used it to party in the Bahamas or whatever. And then, he finally got caught. He couldn't repay anybody, filed whatever bankruptcy, got arrested. He's incarcerated now. And, well, now they have to repay a lot of people, right? People lost a lot of their money. And they will be repaying them in stable coins, is at least what I heard. And, I don't know, tell me, if you had a lot of money and then you got hacked, you lost it, but then they repaid you that money, but in stable coins, what are you going to do with that? You're probably going to buy crypto with your crypto, right? Unless you want to withdraw in Q4 2024. That's a terrible time to withdraw, in my opinion. This is the time to be investing. So yeah, that would bring a lot of liquidity into the market and push prices a lot higher, which will be a great thing. Speaking of incarcerated CEOs, the ex-CEO of Binance will be released on September 29th as well. So just before October. Just another reason to be very bullish on all of this. Remember that 15% of the richest men in the world are investors. So you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be an athlete or an artist. What kind of artist? Musical artist? Yeah, and 0% employees. Just goes to show nobody gets rich from being an employee. So that's why I'm in amongst the 15%. At least I try to be the 15% of richest men. I don't know. I don't even know if it's even possible. Only time will tell. That's what I'm hoping for, at least in this cycle. I got to retire my bloodline. Here we go. Also, just bad employment stuff is this fact. Hiring in 2024 is at a historic low per CNBC and Challenger. Just another reason why you should, I don't know, come on. I think now is the time to be investing. And then just one last fact over here. That's it. I'm done with the news after this. We will actually have a mini moon for 2 months. So there's going to be an asteroid that will make a simple orbit for 1 month, pretty much, from September 29 until November 25th. That'll be interesting to see. And they do say that moon phases impact the price of crypto, I think, somehow. But yeah, that's all. That's all we have. Bitcoin recovering a little bit, 62,900. Yeah, well, we're stuck in this area. I have not traded in a very long time. How about we do that? This was at 800. Well, it's 797. Still not too bad. Okay, let's see. I forget what my strategy is. I have not traded in too long. We're looking for shorts here. We're in a downtrend in the Bitcoin chart. Would have been an entry here, or here, actually. Yeah, this would have been an entry. Could I enter? Should I enter? I might. Where would my stop loss be? Here. It would actually be here. Well, this would have been a losing trade immediately, it seems like. Is this valid? This is not a valid upswing, actually. So, yeah, no, I would not be entering here. This is the valid upswing, and I should be entering on the next downswing, ideally. Okay, let's go to something else. Let's check Ethereum. Ethereum has been going up quite a bit. We did reach 2,700. Finally, am I right? We've been at like 2,300, 400 for such a long time. Last week, we did have a bit of a rally. Let me go to a macro perspective here just to... Wait, did I just see a trade in here? I do. Oh, I might have done some trades before. Okay, well, I'll check the history out later. But look at this rally, especially ever since the rate cuts. Yeah, we've been going up a lot. So that's good. The 50 base point rate cut was actually not a bad thing. It pumped the markets up. Jerome Powell didn't say anything too crazy, so yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm very happy for that. It seems like these were losing trades, though. I think I also had another one in Bitcoin. Well, that means it's bad for our portfolio here. Okay, let's see. So September 15 was when these were closed. Let me go to this thing. We were also back testing before, so anyways, we'll focus on that stuff later. Yeah, 12th is when I last noted something. So we have two more to note down. The one on the 15th. Both on the 15th. 9/15. One of them was BTC. The other one was ETH. I'll note down the rest of this stuff. Let's go check out what they were. Okay, so Ethereum was here. Should I even, like... Where is... Oh, this is down here. Well, I don't know what happened there, but okay. Here we go. This is what happened in a nutshell. It was in an uptrend. I must have entered once the 3 moving averages and the 1 minute chart were perfect for me. We did go up quite a bit. Oh, I think I remember that day. We were very green when I ended my stream, and then we just dropped. So it ended there. Cool, whatever. Let's write this one down. Open price was... here, close price was here, lost $109.08, paid $25 in commission. I really do not like this whole commission stuff being a lot higher. It used to be a lot lower because I was using the 5-minute chart. I think I might have to go back to that. But the thing is, you're not going to find that many entries, and I need a lot of entries. I might have to go back to it, honestly. Like checking trends in the 1 hour chart and checking entries in the 5-minute chart. Might have to go back to that. Yeah, because like in the 1 hour chart, you're not going to find anything for such a long time. And let me go to 5-minute chart. Well, what am I doing here anyway? So, okay, yeah. I'm looking at Solana now. Well, I didn't even finish analyzing Ethereum. Let me just go finish analyzing this in a macro perspective because we got a lot of differences. So we did hit this resistance that I have here at 2,700 pretty much. Why not change this to psychological level, 2,700 there. And I don't know what this one is about. Must have been some, yeah, must have been some analyst point of view that I had before. This downtrend is broken, so we start heading upwards. That's why the super trend is in the green now. This is very steep uptrend, so I would not trust that yet. I would say we have something going on like this because we might drop again, and if we do, we'll drop around this kind of level. Next thing that I have, well, I'm gonna draw the other uptrend a bit steeper here, right there. Well, not there, there, and this over here. There we go. So that's what we have going on for now. I'm expecting this to break very easily. because it's very steep. I doubt we'll be able to continue this kind of movement for a long time. Unless maybe we do. That would be nice still. I would like to see Ethereum above $3,000 once again. It does not deserve to be mistreated this badly, but it's just the ETFs. ETFs being this Trojan horse that just damaged the price of Ethereum because of so many outflows. Man, I'm tired. How long have I been talking? 40 minutes? It feels like been an hour, man. I haven't streamed too long. Okay. Yeah, that's my macro analysis for Ethereum. We're down, where we're up, sorry, 0.77%. We're barely any movement. $2,630, let's just say. Solana is down 1.63%. Price is $144.25, let's just say. Same kind of idea here. We broke this down. I have a trade in here. Why? Why do I just have all these random trades? Let me go check this. Did I have any position in Solana? Not for a long time. September 4. Where did that thing go? Here. And this is September 6. Why do I have this? It must have been on my main account. I was just testing something, I guess. Alright, I'm deleting it. It's irrelevant. We can also delete the downtrend. We're no longer in that. We're in an uptrend. And I don't like where the price is now either. Okay, let's see. We have like a kind of a slower uptrend going on over here. We have nothing. We do have something lower. I'm going to draw it from here then. So from there, yeah, we touch this bar. Don't get confused with the super trend lines. Wait, this is not a super trend line. So, okay, there's where we would actually be. I would still draw a couple more just to figure out any possible break levels in the event that we start dropping massively. I hate this. Yeah, I really don't think this is gonna continue its uptrend like this. We might see some lateral movement, especially for, or maybe we might see it up. I'll keep it here regardless, just to see what happens. But yeah, starting from here, we are in an uptrend anyways, so we'll keep it that way. Cool. What else do we have? Binance up 1.64%. Broke this downtrend. We are meeting this area. We did break through. Hang on. Oh yeah, I was looking at this morning, hoping that it would break through here. It was like 8 a.m. when I saw this, yeah. So we did break through. Barely. So we're above the 600 mark, which is good. I'm hoping for the 700 mark though, and we might see that if Binance CEO comes out of jail. Why? I don't know. He's just a famous guy. Everybody kind of likes him, and it just sucks to see him in jail. It's kind of like a Pavel Durov situation, but for Binance instead of Telegram. We are maintaining this uptrend. I'll keep it that way for now. Okay, decent. $605. 21 cents, up 1.72%. I don't know what strategy to use anymore at this point. I really dislike the commissions that's being charged. The 15-minute and 1-minute strategy is fine, but man, those commissions are too crazy. Way too crazy. Or what if I do 15 minutes and 5-minute entries, and then I would have to do back testing all over again, and it might be too late to find any entries, possibly. Or what if I do the opposite? I don't even know, man. From here I would definitely look for a downtrend. Do we have any in the 5-minute chart? Whoops. We did switch downtrend over here, which I'm kind of fine with entering. What do you think? Binance. Means I'd have to short Binance. Whatever. We'll do it. Also, the stop levels are just gonna confuse me a lot. Okay. Whatever. No risk, no reward, am I right? We're gonna have to see a dip below the 600 mark, which I'm kind of fine with if it does do that. Honestly, I'm just trying to find entries wherever I can, which I don't even know if I should be doing this kind of thing. Let's see, stop loss, we have the level figured out, which is here. So we're going to add that there. Let's add some margin in here. Risking, what is our current equity? I didn't write down Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, everything is a disaster. I'm terrible at this. Bitcoin, let me just finish writing this down so that I know where I'm at. Entered at this price, closed at this price, lost $107 and paid almost $25 in commissions, which is outrageous. Stop loss, whoops. Stop loss. You guys can't see my Excel, sorry. So here's where we're at. We're already back to our main point pretty much. 10,200. We have a huge drawdown going on. We're down $2,000. Okay, I think it's definitely time to review our strategy. All of that gain is lost in the month of September. Wow, and we're ending the month of September already. Just goes to show September was a terrible month indeed. Hey, maybe October is better, right? That's what they always say. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Or what if I do... what if I do something like swing trading? It's going to take a while longer. I'm going to have to figure out another strategy then. Oh my gosh, all this whole strategy stuff is driving me insane. But hey, we're in the downtrend. I should have entered when this was higher. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, risking 113? No, I would have to risk 100. 101. Yeah, that looks better. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. And that's our open price. Let me just confirm that here. And so our stop level, our profit level would be whatever this is times 2, which is that, and this is our price. So let me add that to our take profit. There, we made 202, sure. And the commission isn't too much in this case, right? Yeah, it's just $5. That's much more easier to deal with than $25 for a quicker trade. I'd rather have this macro movement kind of guide my way. Yeah, seems like we are trending downwards, so I'd like to keep that movement if possible, even if it means the price dropping to $5.95, which I do see that possibly happening. Like this continuing upwards, it would be good, but nah. We're still not done the month of September. Things can still drop. That's the way I'm seeing this right now. Let's see what we can analyze for Solana. If I could just find an entry out of the blue. Although, like I said, I probably should not be doing this. It's been too long without my strategy, and I don't know what to do with it anymore. 1 hour chart, we're not in an uptrend. I really hate this. What if I use super trend? Okay, hold on. And the 4 hour chart, no, it's too far. 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart. Okay. Hang on. Let's try super trend. Settings, please open. It's not opening. Okay, here we go. In the hour, okay. Well, I'm changing this to here. So let's check the 1 hour chart. We have the super trend here. It's apparently in a downtrend. Really? It seems like it's too far. This is odd. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a different way to do this whole strategy stuff. You know what? I don't have anything clear right now, so I'm just gonna keep this one trade open for Binance, and I'll leave it at that. I did have this DCA that's kind of saving my butt right now, and it will definitely pay off the losses that have occurred until this point. Even if I do close this right now, it wouldn't be worth it because I'd only be making 800 minus any commissions, and I'm down 2,000 right now, which is a lot to be down. And I still have to do that other, the back testing, which I'm kind of giving up on at this point. I'm too lazy to do that. If I was to check this, let me see where I could go with this. Because last thing I did was with Ethereum, and doing this in a 1 minute chart was harsh. 1 minute chart and checking 15-minute. I want to see how far back I can go, is the question. And I don't remember what the last date was, but I did screenshot it, so I will probably be able to find it. Or you know what? I can also find it from here by doing this. We're still going back here. Okay, here. See this? 13th of September. And I have it to the 16th of September. as far back as I can go in the 1 minute chart, which just concludes the fact that, hey, the whole backtesting is ruined at this point because of my spontaneous trip to New York. So I won't be able to continue that. You know, from the 13th until the 16th, that's just ruining the immersion of me doing this 24/7 kind of thing, backtesting. So yeah, that's not going to be able to continue. We're going to have to end it there then. All right, I covered a lot. A lot of stuff happened last week. Crazy, crazy stuff. Hey, Binance is making me money. Let's go. It's going to have to drop, though, for that. What if I looked at the analyst views? No, I'm too lazy to look at that. And also, they're always wrong. You can't trust other analysts. You do your own analysis, and you deal with the consequences if you're wrong, and you learn from your mistakes. All right. Yep, that's where I'll end it. AI is also just very bad at generating images because I also have to. I'm working on the book, right? I'm gonna do more of a storytelling kind of vibe rather than just straight up narrating, if you know what I mean. Like my previous narration videos just have the waveforms and me just yapping, but this time I'll yap in a more interesting way, in a storytelling way, with images. Obviously, I'm not an artist, and I don't have time to draw all that, and I don't even know if YouTube will just copyright take down those videos anyway. So I'm not going to put too much effort in it and just make AI do the work. Not obviously all the work, but like just, you know, just the images part. Just to have like a little slideshow for you guys to listen to, which I don't even know if it's worth doing that because most of it is audio listening anyways, if you're just listening to a story. But it would be interesting if you know, you can watch it. I'm only just using chapters of books, making those into stories, and see how they go. So that'll be a new era on the channel coming. I don't want to say coming soon because it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time to edit that. But hey, you start somewhere, see how it goes, and you never know if you don't try. I hate this super trend thing. In the 1 hour chart, go back to the 4 hour chart where you belong. Okay, well, I'll also have to find a new strategy to work with, so I'll keep you guys posted on that too, if I do find one tomorrow. Alright, that's all. That's where I'll end it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. Makes me smile. And yeah, that's all. Alright, take care, guys.